So this is the second demo. The second demo is now I'm taking the cases where I am having patient clarity server connecting to say a Vista system, Open Vista from Netsphere, and the patient is in the hospital. And let's see the cases where the doctor in the hospital now want to retrieve information from the family doctor of the patient who happen to be deployed from an OScript professional EHR. All of us know that it cannot be done today. It'll be done on a very limited set, and then it can be done online in a very effective way without, and we do that without support of data duplication and anything like that. So let's jump into it. So let's set up the system and how easy the setup would be. I am now going back to here and log back in. I'm now telling the system to behave like connecting to an Vista system, okay? So just for the fun of it, no. I'm using things, so I'm going to go and connecting to the day where Darcy Daggett has some data to make it interesting. Okay. And now I'm logging in. Now remember, we are telling the server to connect to a Vista system. Okay. So this is a case of simulation of the case where the patient is in the hospital. The doctor now want to diagnose and they want to retrieving the information from the family doctor who happen to be affiliated and then connecting to the hospital, but it's using different EHR systems. So you don't have to rip and replace, and you really providing ability to retrieve that information. So remember, San Jose Center is the one that's supporting OScript Professional EHR. I am now, by clicking on that, the system will go into the actual OScript Professional and say, is there a Darcy Daggett with the birthday 28th of April, 1967? Say yes, this is the one. I am pulling the data up. So now I'm actually pulling that information from the OScript professional EHR located in Chicago. I'll be able to navigate the vital, see what happened, what kind of active medication it is, and then as the family doctor, I'll be able to retrieve any information that I would like to see so that I can help diagnose the situation of the patient in the hospital. Now, we didn't duplicate the data. The data is still stay with the doctor, with that EHR system. What we are providing a tunnel to be able to access information for diagnosis purposes. Now, the last part of the interoperability is say, well, what happens if I have a patient that I'm a family doctor, I have a patient that happens to be in hospital. My dashboard is happen to be of an ambulatory EHR. So let's say I am doing here, and then up to now, the doctor have to run in the hospital and then figure out, talk to the nurse staff and figure out what's going on. So now I am going to my own system, which is I'm a family doctor, and then I am connecting to my professional EHR, which is an outpatient. My patient name is Darcy Daggett again. I am now going to my professional EHR system. It happened that in our cases we have to go all the way to Chicago to retrieve the information. I'm sorry. So now I retrieve information from Chicago, the same patient that you see. There's no lab, but they have some history here. I see the allergy. I see the chronic conditions, and I now pull up and say I want to see what happened to my patient in the hospital. So I'm now choosing what hospital it is. Maybe it's a Medsphere hospital, and then I now, on these cases, going from my office, which is a family doctor office, going to track my patient in the hospital. So this is the hospital data. And then I'm going to go and turn this to tracking to see what really happening with my patient in the hospital right now. I don't expect to see anything because there is no specific data as of today. So I think that it's going to become a blank, but actually the demo is to show you that I can go from an outpatient setup of a family doctor, follow up with his or her patient in the hospital and be able to collaborate because he or she can see what's going on, what's happening, and maybe providing some input to the patient that is already in the hospital. So up to this point, what you are seeing is I'm showing you the ability of single switching one EHR in the back, which is whether it's inpatient or outpatient, and then there is no change in the front end, the ability to consolidate data from multiple sources in the back end so that you can providing a continuum of care. So I'm going back and saying, there you go. So this is information that is happening. It happened to be blank because this is the data that is from Medsphere. I didn't have anything. I didn't. That's pointed today, 20th of December, and we all know that in the previous few minutes ago, the data is pointing to. I only have some subset of data pointing to April 29th. I can go and swipe back as much and to see that data, but that's what the support is. So with that, this is the basic capability that we provide in our interoperability.